If you define love poorly, you shouldn't be surprised when it doesn't go well. Dr. Lukens has been studying and theorizing about emotion for his whole career, over 30 plus years, and many, many years ago, he had come to the conclusion that love was not one of the basic emotions. He realized there could be sadness with love and sadness without love, or love could show up mixed with anger, which might appear at first glance to be contradictory, or love could affect our fears in some obvious ways and get mixed up in worry and motivate controlling behaviors for the good of the other, and so on. And then he came to see that guilt would not exist at all without love. So love was apparently all over the emotional map, and he was very uncertain about how to define or explain love in emotion terms. He pondered for a couple years. What is love? A companion emotion? A chameleon feeling? How should he define it? After 20 years, he concluded that love is committed, benevolent interest. I know it might seem underwhelming, but I've come to really deeply appreciate just how fitting Dr. L's definition is: committed benevolent interest. There is, in fact, a basic emotion in the middle of it, or making up a big part of it, and that emotion is interest. Love is just a special form of interest, and interest is one of the basic emotions, according to his theory. So what is the special part? The commitment level and the degree of benevolence are what make the difference in terms of this special orientation to the world and this set of intentions. When I am interested in being good for and doing things that are intended to be for the good and for the well-being of the loved one, then this is that special form of interest that we call love. The size and dedication of my commitment and the quality of my benevolence together are what infuse my interest with the intention and the experience to make this concept of love. By creating somewhat of a formula for the idea of love, we can better measure how we are showing up for the world and for people with that love. If you examine your CBI for someone, you can inherently tell what level you are operating at within each category. Are you lacking in the commitment department? Are your forms of benevolence powerful enough to produce recognition or impact? Ask yourself, is the particular form of your current expression of your benevolence fitting or appropriate to the other person? I.e., was your interest in them strong enough to ask them what feels benevolent to them, and then are you consciously committing to that benevolence? Apply this concept of CBI to all of your relationships, whether romantic, familial, or your friends, or even your relationships at work, and see how you are showing up for others. Could you be doing better?